holiday traditions on since, I don't know, the 3rd or 4th of December in my car. It's all I listen to is old Christmas music. And it just makes you feel good. And I was driving over here, and I've been through, like everybody, I've had enough stuff in the last 2 weeks. And I thought, I want to put on the songs I want to hear. I'm from Jersey. Nothing like Springsteen. Springsteen song, Nat King Cole, the Christmas song, is where I ended up in the parking lot. And these songs bring back what we were when we were kids. I'm the little kid in the onesie running around singing, I love to hear those Christmas bells ring. That's what Christmas is.
Your favorite Christmas food, Sean Tucker. Toastmasters.
Thank you. Juggernaut, before I get started on my favorite food, Juggernaut, the perfect example of Juggernaut, in my opinion, is AI. And the evolution of AI from where we are right now, it will crush everything in its way over the next 10 years. We will live in a different world than we do right now. 5 years probably. Unrecognizable. Enough preaching. Favorite food at Christmas time? My wife honestly makes a scalloped potato dinner every Christmas Eve for a big group we go to. That is, it's like $25 worth of cheese and food in it. It is layers of cheese and cream and butter. Your heart slows as you're eating it. It is so good that there are people that go to the event, and if we're not there yet, they're like, where are the potatoes? Forget about where the Tuckers. Where are the potatoes? It is the greatest single dish you'll ever eat in your life, and sadly, most of you will never have it.
Your favorite Christmas tradition, Toastmaster Yuki Zhu. Sour.
Christmas tradition. It's a tough one, man. I never really celebrated Christmas that much growing up. Favorite Christmas tradition. I'm starting out with a question. I like gifts. I like gift giving. White Elephant's pretty fun. Secret Santa's pretty fun too. So, one year my friend group decided to do Secret Santa, and my friend Cade actually, he's super manipulative and he's kind of a pathological liar, but like, in a funny way. And pretty much he wrote what he wanted on a card, and he purposely wrote something really funny. And it's something that I can't say up here. But we handed each other, we mixed up the cards and we each grabbed a card. My girlfriend Tiffany picked up his card and she giggled a bit because she thought it was funny. And through that, Kay found out that Tiffany got his card, and as a result, he ended up finding out everybody else's card because he's manipulative like that. That's a funny white elephant story.
Your favorite winter vacation, Toastmaster Carlos Benitez.
Carlos. I can't wait for Christmas. We go to Puerto Rico. They celebrate Christmas from December 25th all the way to January 6th. So if you miss out on Christmas, you have a second chance to redeem yourself. And everybody over there, they do these barandas. They go and they sing Christmas carols, and they come with the cuatro, the guitar, and the maracas, and the guido, and they go house to house, and they bring something like coquito that we had to people's house, and they get loaded up all along the way. By the time they finish up, they can't even make it home. It's such a wonderful time of the year. How do you like my sweater? Isn't it perfect? Wait, talk about a mistake. We got it in at the last second.
A favorite time in the snow, Toastmaster Mark Shear.
Heart.
Merry Christmas, everyone. So, I tell you, my grandmother made the most incredible carrot cake on the face of this earth. But she also made this green jello with walnuts and mayonnaise in it. Oh, she and my mother would want me to eat this every Christmas dinner. Additionally, to have, we go to church on Christmas Eve and celebrate this time of year. Love Jingle Bells. My youngest daughter, who is now 23, for the first 16 years of her life, she sang Jingle Bells 365 days a year, and I am not kidding. Snow. My greatest vacation over Christmas, I went to Vail and Aspen one time, which was absolutely incredible. Ladies and gentlemen, the greatest juggernaut of all time, crushing AI, is when the creator of the universe sent his son down to this earth, strapped flesh on, because he loves every single one of us that much. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Merry Christmas.
Opening presents, Christmas Eve, Toastmaster Brandon Moore.
Brandon.
Here comes Brandon.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kathy Lincoln. Oh, yes, you gave me an evaluator role about 20 minutes ago. Anybody else want that?
Come on, I want to know.
Not good.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Hey, she wants to do it, she wants to do it.
Meredith wants it.
Meredith?
Meredith wants it.
Meredith wants that one?
Oh, not the evaluation, the tables.
Always be concentrated.
There you go. Carlos, you like
I like you last time.
Meow.
What was the question?
I don't typically like to open up Christmas presents on Christmas Eve. It's not my favorite thing to do. I like to wait. But if I have to open a present on Christmas Eve, I want it to be my stocking. I don't know why. There's just more in it. It's kind of like Happy Hanukkah, right? Here are 8 things crushed into a stocking: underwear, socks, a razor, shaving cream. Your favorite things that you need that last all year long. But I do love seeing my kids open their gifts on Christmas Eve, because while I said juggernaut in the beginning, that
Yes.
making me do this instead of the valuation was like a whole juggernaut. Repeat. Glad the Brits repeat.
Look out, man, she's angry.
This is angry? Well, I'm gonna have to work on that!
Your favorite Christmas lights, Toastmaster Josh Parrish.
My favorite Christmas lights? Well, electric ones personally, but candles can be pretty awesome too. Christmas lights are the juggernaut of the experience of Christmas when you were a young kid, right? Who remembers making their parents get in their car and drive around looking at lights? I can recall, it's something that no one sure didn't expect. Oh, look, Santa's flashing it on the roof, and the reindeers are up there. And now they have these inflatable. Who likes the inflatables, by the way? Show of hands. And I'll tell you who loved inflatable Christmas lights. My 2 kids. Last year, we weren't going to do a lot of lights or anything. We buy these 2 really cheap, a Santa and a snowman off Amazon. They love them. You know why? Because they can run out there and punch them and hit them and do all kinds of stuff that 8-year-olds and 3-year-olds love to do. But to me, Christmas lights are what tells you the season is there. You don't even have to be any certain religious to enjoy them. Fellow Toastmasters, Merry Christmas.
There you go.
Traditions at Christmas time, Toastmaster Amy White.
Amen.
You know, when I look at the definition of juggernaut, I think Carmelo. Am I alone?
Here, here.
Guess I'm not alone. Traditions at Christmas
do you think about traditions of Christmas?
So I grew up that we would go to church on Christmas Eve, and when I was younger, my family and my aunt and uncle and cousins would get together and have this amazing, extravagant dinner. But my mom and my Auntie Janet loved to cook. Scalloped potatoes were there. They would have a drink, and then when it was 10:30, we would all pile in the car and go to church at 11. And my favorite tradition today as an adult is going to church again at 11 o'clock, and where they light the candle one by one and the church is dark, and then you see the lights come upon and everyone sings Silent Night and they walk out of the church together. That just fills my heart.
Your favorite ornament, Toastmaster Chris Miles.
Thank you. Maybe tabletop is I'm not sure actually about Christmas. I'm not sure about Christmas. But I can tell you that in England, a big festival is May Day, May 1. And when we were at college, we decided to build a juggernaut. And the juggernaut basically was a giant platform on huge cans, oil cans. And these oil cans became wheels. And we started with a ramp, and the whole object was to roll a piano on the top of the juggernaut into the river, and we would then board the thing. And we started this thing at the ramp, and it got out of control, and it got faster and faster and faster. The whole thing canted over, sank in the river, and we went down with it. That was my memory of a juggernaut. It was fantastic.
Making gingerbread houses, Toastmaster Karen Schwartz.
Karen, what's gingerbread?
Good morning, Toastmasters.
Morning.
Making gingerbread houses. I don't think I made gingerbread houses until I started working in hospitality when I was at Marriott. We would do gingerbread contests with the guests, and we would give them like the pre-made gingerbread kits, and we would do the contests and judge them. That was pretty fun, judging the guests' creations. That was fun as an employee, but that's what I think of gingerbread houses, the contest and the creation. That's fun.
All right.
Wrapping presents, Toastmaster Gary Adams.
Gary.
Presents. One thing I keep thinking about as I'm hearing all these table topics is remembering when I was a kid. And I had the patience of a flea. In fact, I probably still have. So throughout the weeks leading up to Christmas Day, I would strategically find every different type of Scotch tape that was in the house. And I would get little pieces and I would just put it along like a pencil or a stick or something. I could have all these pieces of Scotch tape. Christmas night, I would wake up in the middle of the night, crawl out into the living room, and I would find that one juggernaut of a gift and strategically take my X-Acto knife and slowly open that one gift, see what it was, and then I would find the exact piece of Scotch tape to match the one that was on there. I think Christmas morning, I was the most patient kid in the whole house.
The Christmas Spirit, DTM Jordan Gallagher.
The Christmas spirit.
Well, you know, it started with me by drinking Christmas spirits. Spirits are
And the question, of course, someone comes, oh, Jordan, I've got this new spiced rum. And you guys know, I have to do this, right?
Yeah.
You guys know that the question was to jug or not to jug. This was a okay, that's maybe too much to drink.
Stretching like Gumby.
I absolutely love Christmas. You might be surprised. Christmas is one of my favorite holidays because what it does is it changes people. And for several weeks leading up to Christmas, people are just sweet. They're nicer. We all enjoy each other's company more. I love that. And I love it so much so that I go on my neighborhood Christmas caroling, and by gosh, I was the firm Santa just a few years ago. And I have the tie to prove it.
Favorite Christmas movie? Toastmaster Alex McGood.
Eggs.
Alejandro.
Favorite Christmas movie? I'll have to say the Christmas movie Elf with Will Ferrell.
Oh,
It's a classic. And me personally, I feel that this new generation, like this new time, we're in a new time now, so like the Christmas movies don't have the same feel that they used to have. You know? Home Alone. I mean, you guys seen Home Alone? I recently seen on Instagram that they was selling that house, and the guy who played the little kid, he's unable. It was saying that he was unable to buy it or something like that. So, pretty expensive house. Speaking of Christmas time, also, I feel that the build-up around Christmas is like, I feel like people stress that more than the actual day. Does that make sense? But it's always a good time.
yeah, all right.
Thank you.
Favorite childhood Christmas memory? Toastmaster Tim Taylor.
You know, in 1968, I was 9 years old. And who remembers what happened in 1968? Just about everything, right?
Yeah.
Assassinations, all that stuff. You know what happened at Christmas in 1968?
What?
The Hong Kong flu.
Oh.
And everyone in my house got it. Everyone. Okay? We were sick as a dog on Christmas Day. However, I was just awake enough to get up in the middle of the night, and like Alex, I was determined to find out what I got for Christmas. I wasn't going to open a present, but I was going to find out. And I came to the top of the stairs, and I saw these huge boxes. I thought, oh my God, I'm going to get a bicycle or a motorcycle. I mean, it was enormous. And the next morning, I got up all excited. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to get this whatever. And I go down there, and it's a bunch of sleeping bags rolled out. So I got a sleeping bag. So a little disappointed, but we all got over the Hong Kong flu, and 1968 is a year I do not ever want to remember. Thank you.
Thank you. That concludes our table topics.
Did everyone qualify?
They all qualified, thank you.
Yeah.
Please, go ahead.
Yes, everyone qualified.
Okay, everyone qualified, thank you. So please vote for two.
Evidently.
Andrew, you prepare?
Yeah.
And we'll have a 2-minute break.
Stop.